this is really fun. I really enjoyed reading it, and I think it's a great choice for beginner readers. So this is Small Steps, the Yaga Polio by Peg Kehret. And there is Peg herself right there. This is an autobiography, and it explains how Peg has to deal with getting rid of her polio. So this is basically how it goes chronologically. Peg, she is a young, happy, carefree girl, but then she gets extremely sick, and her parents quickly rush her over to the hospital. She is really sick, and like she ends up like getting the news that she has three types of polio, and that is like, really not good for her. She finds it hard to breathe, and she is paralyzed from the neck down. The doctors don't think she will make it, but after she drinks a chocolate milkshake, despite being told not to, her parents give it to her. She drinks the chocolate milkshake and immediately she feels better because of something that could have killed her. That day, it worked. And it literally says in the book, that chocolate milkshake saved me. And I just thought that was like really funny. How a chocolate milkshake can save lives. You don't need any medications, just grab yourself a milkshake. I just thought that was like really funny how that happened. Then she gets a lot better at the university hospital. It's a doctor called Dr. Bevis, who really just cheers her up throughout her day. She ends up getting much better, and it turns out that her hands can move. She tries to stand up with the help of the nurses and doctors, but she fails. She ends up getting better enough to get physical therapy. The part, the part two of the Sister Kenny treatment, and she does not like it. There's like a really mean nurse who she and her buddy I'm pretty sure it's Timmy, who she and her brother no not brother, who she and her hospital mate Timmy, who is 8, they call Mrs. Crab, and that's honestly kind of mean, but she's like the nurse is mean. She like really stretches Peg's muscles, and whenever she complains, she just stretches them more. That's just honestly like, that just seems cruel. And Peg, she has to go through a lot, but she ends up getting well enough to go back come closer to her home. She's still at a hospital, but it is much closer than at the university hospital. And she gets some friends in her dorm. So let's see, we have Alice, Dorothy, Winnie, and Shelley. So she has all of those new friends, and they have the time of their lives. Whenever her parents visit, they like they all like have a lot of fun because the other girls' parents, well, they can't really attend to them most of the time. Mostly because they are too far away to come. But in Alice's case, sadly her parents abandoned her after she got polio. She was fixed at the hospital, but her parents abandoned her after the doctors or nurses said that she would never get truly better. That is just that is just really sad. I cannot believe that. And Peg's new physical therapy person, Mrs. Mrs. Ballard, she is actually really nice compared to Mrs. Grubb. Peg thought it would be terrible, but soon after she had Mrs. Ballard's class, she started looking forward to the physical therapy. Although it's still hard, Miss Ballard was really nice to Peg and just told her to stop, to tell her to stop when it was happening. Hello, Master. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great time. We are finishing up our book reviews and we are just reviewing small steps. The year I wrote for you. I Peg Kehret. Okay, anyways, let's continue. So Peg, she finally gets better and well enough to go back home. She has a few problems, but she overcomes them. And she does also learn to walk. So she was really brave. And even though she had three types of polio, she kept fighting. And finally, she was able to fight it off. This is a great book for fifth and sixth graders, and the theme around this book is courage. She has a lot of courage, and this is also just a fantastic book. I thought it was super fun to read. Also, this is a chapter book, on the easy to read scale. I give it a 10 out of 10 for a fifth grader. And it is like just the cutest book about how she overcomes stuff and just stays strong no matter what happens. I definitely recommend this book. It is just so fun and it is like wow. It also has a few pictures in the middle of the book. So I definitely think you should see those. They are really cute. It's about Peg and her friends in Peg and her friends in the photograph, and Miss Ballard reading an unknown person. and lots of other stuff. There is her brother Art and her parents as well. This is a really fun book. I really love, and I definitely give it a 10 out of 10 because she's just so strong. And she fulfills her dream. It says in the book that she either wanted to be a veterinarian or a writer, and well, it looks like she became the writer. And honestly, at her stage, I feel like being a writer was probably the easiest thing to do because as soon as she got control of her hands again, then writing would be pretty easy as long as she remembers like how to write the things. This was a great book and I recommend it for lots of young kids and especially little girls. And I especially recommend it to people fighting polio or who used to be fighting polio. After all, polio is a thing of the past now. There's still people who have had to go through it, but the disease is gone, so no need to worry about getting it. Just be careful about COVID though. I'd say that was a great book review. I think we had a great time.